We're taking a live look at the Capitol this morning. This is where President-elect Trump will be sworn in as the 45th President of the United States in just a few hours. Tens of thousands are going to attend today's inaugural address, including supporters and protesters. No matter which way they swing, Trump's advisors say that his speech is going to focus on a vision for one America. They also say that they're still finalizing which executive orders he's going to sign, or as Trump himself says, the Obama executive orders that he will unsign.
President Donald Trump's going to hit the ground running on day one come Monday morning. And the first week, there will be a series of executive actions, both putting executive orders into place, repealing some executive orders. We're going to continue to work very energetically with the Congress to both repeal and replace Obamacare.
Now, sources say one of the other big items on Donald Trump's agenda is reversing President Obama's actions on immigration. Now, he previously said that he plans to focus his enforcement efforts on criminals first. Now, we have team coverage of some Ohioans who are going to be in Washington, D.C. this weekend to witness history and make their voices heard. Let's start with NBC4's Colleen Marshall, who talked to two of our local representatives. Colleen.
Hey, good morning, Monica. It looks like it's very calm here in the Capitol right now, but I can tell you down on the ground, things are bustling. They have security tighter than I've ever seen it here in Washington, D.C. In fact, on the way in at the Union Station, we ran into a U.S. Marshal for Puerto Rico, a K-9 unit. So they really have brought people in from all parts of the United States and its territories. You know, we are expecting some protests as well. We've been told as many as 100 separate groups have applied for protest permits. Of course, tomorrow is the big Women's March. But Ohioans are ready to celebrate. Ohio Republicans, that is. I spent some time with them last night at a reception that was just for Ohio lawmakers, supporters of Donald Trump, party leaders as well. They all came together, and they say they're hoping today that they're going to hear a message of unity. Just before I left town, though, I sat down with Ohio Republican Pat Tiberi and Democrat Joyce Beatty. Now, the two of them obviously have different feelings about Donald Trump and his next administration, but Joyce Beatty tells me she is not one of the 40 Democrats led by John Lewis who will be part of a boycott today.
I'm glad he's doing it, but I look at it differently for my district. And lastly, an 80-some-year-old constituent said to me that she never thought she'd live to see an African-American president, and we fought too hard and waited too long for me to stay at home when my voice is needed more. And that day, I said, I'm going.
And I think you have to put partisanship aside. And this is about a peaceful transition of power. This is something unique and special to our country. It's above partisan politics, and I think everybody should go.
Now, I can tell you that state lawmakers, Ohio leaders are saying that they not only expect a message of unity, but they think the country will eventually come behind Donald Trump, even though his popularity numbers are down significantly right now. In fact, Keith Faber, the outgoing Senate president in Ohio and now a state representative, tells me that he believes at some point that Donald Trump will be compared to Ronald Reagan. He said that's a point in the future, but he's confident that's going to happen. We'll be with you throughout the day online, and we'll be back at 6:30 with more for you coming up. Live in Washington, Colleen Marshall, NBC4.